Wow, so now we even have to find the gate too? I guess. I guess if you want. I mean, I can. But that's nuts. We've figured out about this Yule character, and now we see our sister. We see basically the opening cutscene of the game again, which is kind of nuts, depicting our sister and what you heard before as Caius. And even more so, you know, we see the ending of Final Fantasy XIII there, the destruction of Cocoon and the eventual crystallization of everything. Let's talk to these guys, see what they can offer us before we go try to find this gate.
I think I'm a bit jealous of you, Sarah. You can travel to the past or the future, and if you find somewhere you like, you can just stay there.
Huh. I've never thought of it like that. I've been so focused on finding my sister.
Well, of course you are.
It's kind of weird that she would insinuate that we wouldn't even try to save the world, that we would just stay in a different time period if we liked it there, but I mean, I guess that's just bad scripting.
You understand why I wanted to show you the Oracle Drive?
I think I do. You've been looking for lightning too all this time.
Yes. It's not much of a clue, but I thought you should see it all the same. And I wanted you to see how far we've come.
Hope has been analyzing the Oracle Drive and the images that appear to be lightning. What should I ask him? Who's the Cirrus? Tell us of the Paja ruins. How does the Oracle Drive work? Do you know of Valhalla? Yeah, Valhalla would be a good question.
Hope, have you ever heard of Valhalla?
I've seen the name in the Padron texts we recovered. A forgotten region, I think.
Was there anything more? That's the place where Noel met lightning.
I'm sorry. We've only been able to decode fragments. The only other thing we've found is a reference to some invisible or unseen realm.
That was a terrible pun that Noel just gave. If you are actually thinking about it now, you're like, how's it a pun? He said, we've only been able to decode fragments. And that's when your face drops and you're like, you know what? I still have 150 to find. How terrible. Anyways, let's talk to some of these guys.
I'm collecting parts for my computer terminal. If you've got any, I'd be happy to buy them from you. What I really want to get my hands on is the battery used for one of the older models, like the kind they used on Cocoon. It wasn't a very popular model, so the parts are scarce. I saw it in a store window once. I got excited and ran in, but it turned out that the item had already been bought.
The Yashas Massif 10AF. Find the old model battery. Excavation worker Cole enjoys collecting retro electronic gadgets, and there's a particular battery model from 10 years ago that he'd love to get his hands on. Although it no longer exists in this time, such an item might be sucked into a space-time vortex, and if so, Mog would be just the Moogle to find it. Let's do it.
Really? You'll help me try and find the battery? It might be an impossible task. I already called every store in the book with no luck. But if you say you can get your hands on it, I'll believe you. Thanks for doing this. You want to know what I'll be using it for? I'm a collector. I want to get my hands on all the retro electronics I can.
So we got one quest to do. Let's see if there's any others that we can find. I don't know. It kind of gave us a hint as to where it would be, though, where the model would be. I don't know if Mog can actually find it straight out. It's over this way, around there, around the stairs and stuff. Let's talk to this guy.
If I could go back in time, I'd go back 10 years ago and try to stop Cocoon from falling out of the sky. Although, I guess that would mean we would be under the Fal'Cie's rule again.
Yeah, I don't think he really would have had that big of a happy of a time there trying to figure things out. Let's talk to this lady.
We haven't identified any signs of danger at present.
Oh geez, that was the guy. That's twice I mistook his gender. I'm so sorry. Let's talk to her.
Make sure to watch your step when you're walking along the cliffs. It's a little embarrassing, but this one time, I accidentally slipped and almost went over the edge. At that moment, I was sure I was gonna die. Fortunately, help came right away, so the only casualty was my wristwatch. It's now lying at the bottom of the valley. It scares me to think that could have been me. I still miss that watch. It was an expensive one that had to be modified to withstand all the wear and tear of the outdoors. What a waste.
So we have to find your watch now? The Yashas Massif 10AF retrieved the lost watch. Shannon, a researcher on the investigation team, has dropped her wristwatch off the edge of a cliff. She tried to look for it, but the darkness of the eclipse forced her to abandon the search. When the eclipse is cleared, find and return the researcher's sporty wristwatch.
You'll look for my watch? Are you sure? Believe me, I've tried, but have had zero luck. With the eclipse keeping everything in the dark, it's almost impossible to see anything around here. I doubt it's the best time to go searching.
There was another hint in there as well, if you didn't catch it. She said that this isn't the appropriate time to be searching for this. Time, do you get it? That means that we're not going to find it in this Yasha's Massif, which also spoils the fact that there are more Yasha's Massif that we have to find. And even though you saw in the pictures that there might be others that do exist, just because of the fact that the pictures were very light in the area that you saw, or in the Yasha's Massif, that pictures that were in the quests that you could take. But, you know, I mean, I guess you gotta figure it all out on your own anyways, so let's actually discover this last portion of the map here. Looking around for that watch, because this is like the area that they were showing, but I could be completely wrong as well, which is fine. You never know if you're right or wrong. But either way, guys, I think this is a great time for a break, so hopefully you've enjoyed this little session of Final Fantasy XIII-2. I certainly have. I hope you guys have a great night. This has been DuffKing56. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Hey guys, what's going on? DuffKing56 here, back with our Final Fantasy XIII-2 Let's Play, and welcome back to the Yasha's Massif. And today, we left off actually looking for this gate. And if we take a look on the map here really quickly, we're going to see where it is. It's right down there and down into the east, southeast of us right now. As you can see, there's some areas that we haven't gotten to and that we won't get to for now until we're a little bit higher level, until we're ready to fight the monsters. But either way, we should continue here, and then we're going to go down, and then if you look at our mini-map, we're going to be veering to the right here. And we're going to see if we can figure out this whole gate issue. Maybe it will open up a new area for us, maybe it won't. But this looks like a really big drop, which is, it's amazing that you can jump so high in this game. It's really cool. And it gives you this awesome feeling as well, while I remember it. I think there's actually something at the bottom here that we need. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe it's not in this. Where is it? Yeah, I thought I saw something. Am I just blind? Or am I paranoid? Probably both. Okay, well, Mog's not freaking out, so here's the gate. What are we going to do with it? Let's interact with it here. Use a hollow artifact to activate the gate and step in the flow of time. Of course we are. Let's do it.
Here. This must be the gate Hope was talking about.
Maybe. Yeah? What?
There's something on your mind.
Yeah, well, sure, but it's just personal stuff.
Noel seems troubled about something. He says it's personal. How should I respond? Is it about the Oracle Drive? He seemed to act funny like he knew what that was all about before, so let's ask him about that. Is it the Oracle Drive?
Is it the Oracle Drive?
I guess you could say that. Kind of. But not exactly.
In that prophecy, it really was lightning, wasn't it?
Well, we can't be sure of that.
Okay, let's solve this paradox and find out. Sound good? Poo-poo? Something had been bothering Noel. And it had been ever since we heard the story about the Padre Cirrus Yule. But, of course, he wasn't the only one who was troubled. Was it really lightning I saw in the flickering images of the prophecy? The only way to find out is to go through this portal and solve the paradox.
We obtained a potion. Awesome for our hard work, I guess. Well, here we go. Seem to have unlocked a new location, Oerba 200 after the fall. Right here, as you can see, we sort of progress from Brescia to Yasha's Massif to Oerba. So without further ado, we're gonna hop right into there and see where this gate takes us. I don't know what it's gonna do, but hopefully it's something good.
Grand Pulse, a land that bears the scars of ancient war, where flakes of crystal gather and shift like sand in the desert. The Academy has restricted access to this place because it is the homeland of the two heroines who turned to Crystal and held Cocoon safe in the sky. It is a land that now, 200
Well,
years
anyways, let's
later,
hop into it. I
has
just
been
want to
swallowed
let you
into
guys
the
have that
abyss
sort of
between time
description
and
of it.
space.
But anyways, yeah, let's get into it. 200 after the fall, a little bit later than previously 5 and then 10, so it's going to be very interesting to see what actually happened in this time period. And I'm very excited to see what this new world holds for us, and hopefully you guys enjoy the ride, because this time flow is just so trippy, man. All these loading screens actually run really smoothly, which is nice.
What's happening? The world is falling apart.
Is this a future where everything has been destroyed? Or is it a distant past before the world has even come into being?
Space-time has doubled and twisted on itself. The past and future are tangled together as one, Kupo.
The paradox is affecting space-time itself.
Right. And we have to find out what's causing this. Okay.
What caused the paradox? Well, I mean, look at this, guys. This is kind of just crazy. There's so much different stuff around. Am I missing anything back here? I know there's sort of an area we can walk around. Okay, no. Sometimes they do hide things in these very precarious areas. But we have to run right up here into this time paradox and see what happens. Maybe we'll have something like what happened before with the paradox that we saw when we were about to fight Atlas. The trials. But I actually don't remember this, so it'll be interesting to see what it is. We'll just hop right up here. See what's going on. Oh, it looks like he wants us to use the move hunt. Let's try it. See what Mog has to say or do. Oh, that is definitely a time distortion, so let's examine it. Should be interesting. This is good. New avenues, refreshing my memory. I love it. It's great. See what this filler commentary can hold.
It's like a maze. A crossroads within the paradox itself.
In this space-time, the past and future intersect. I bet if we solve all these puzzles, we could dissolve the current paradox.
Now you're thinking, Kupo.